Today is the anniversary of the death of the matriarch Rachel from the Torah, which gives us a great opportunity to talk about ancient graves in the land of Israel. Shalom, my friends. It's the Kiva Gertz with Israel in 5, where we give you everything Israel in 5 minutes. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, want to keep the conversation going, please do so below in the comments. It's an incredible thing that the Jewish people know what day of the year is the day that the matriarch Rachel from the Torah passed from this world over 3,000 years ago. The Jewish people are very good at keeping track of time, of historical events, and remembering significant events in their story. And the passing of Rachel is definitely one of those events. She was one of the four matriarchs married to Jacob, helping him bring the 12 tribes into this world, which were the basis, the foundation, the beginning of the Jewish people in this world. She is the only matriarch not buried in Hebron, in the tomb of the patriarchs, where all the other patriarchs and matriarchs are buried, because she died on the way, as the Torah tells us, and she's buried just south of Jerusalem, in the area of Bethlehem, Ephrat, as the Torah mentions by name, the city or town of Ephrat. And for centuries and centuries, thousands of years, her grave was literally on the way along a simple dirt road. Eventually, a simple building was built for it. And this really highlights and allows us, gives us the opportunity to talk about ancient graves in the land of Israel, because you see different graves of ancient personalities, Jewish leaders from throughout the generations, scattered all throughout the land of Israel, north, south, east, and west. People come here sometimes just to do tours of these graves, because there's so many of them and so many significant people from Jewish history who are buried here in the land of Israel from thousands of years ago, from over 3,000 years ago to 2,000 years ago to many hundreds of years ago. Literally a long, long list of some of the most important and influential people in all of Jewish history. And oftentimes their grave becomes a bit of a pilgrimage site. There's oftentimes a small building built there people can go into comfortably and sit, and it's a place to pray. Now, in Judaism, people are not praying to the person buried there. That would be idol worship, right? Because in Judaism, we only pray to the one God. But there is an idea that there is a power to pray by the graves of very righteous people, and in their merit. And this is the most important part of it, that in their merit, people's prayers will be answered. So again, not praying to the person buried there, but praying to God, but in the person's merit, the merit of the one buried there, prayers will be more easily and more quickly answered. So this has been a thing for thousands of years for the Jewish people, and it's also a place to remember and to commemorate and to give honor to the person buried there and for the life that they lived and the contribution that they made. I'll just list some of the greatest leaders and personalities of all time in the Jewish people who are buried in the land of Israel. Of course, the matriarchs and the patriarchs buried in Hebron. We have some of the leading scholars and rabbis, Rabbi Akiva and the Rambam, Maimonides, buried in the land of Israel. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, the greatest Kabbalist, mystic of all of Jewish history. Outside of Tzfat, there's a very, very special cemetery with many, many Jewish leaders going back 500 years who really shaped and formed the way that Judaism looks and is practiced today. Interestingly enough, we know that Moses, the greatest leader of all of Jewish history, is not buried in the land of Israel, just across the way in what is now today Jordan. And we know that's a direct story right from the Torah, that he never came into the land of Israel, but he's buried in a place where you can see the land of Israel. So all scattered throughout the land are these different ancient graves, and they really become part of the story here. And it's interesting, they get mixed in with modern day society. You could be driving on a road and passing a community or a gas station or a small little cluster of stores, and just right after you see a sign pointing you to the grave of someone who lived 2,000 years ago, if not more. Of course, one of the greatest and most important graves here in the land of Israel is the grave of Joseph in the city of Shechem, Nablus, which it still exists today and people go to today. Unfortunately, Israel's enemies have tried to destroy that grave over and over again because they understand the significance, the power, and the importance of that grave and all graves in this land to the Jewish people. So next time you come to Israel, hopefully you can visit some of these graves, a very special and important part of the story that is happening here, that has happened and continues to happen. All the best, my friends, and be well.